Hey you guys, it's Brit. Tonight we're here to talk about this TikToker, I almost said YouTuber, Cassidy and Kids. Her name is Cassidy Anderson, and she had a really bizarre request from parents to people that are out and about existing in the world. So either way, we're going to listen to her little tangent, and I also have a very quick little Gypsy Rose update regarding some interesting allegations coming out about her new boy toy, Ken Urker. So we're going to go over everything in this video. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so this creator, Cassidy and Kids, put out this video and said, please reverse in correctly, not too close or close mirrors. Am I crazy / Karen for this? Please let me know. And people certainly did let her know. There are 8,200 likes on this video and 15,000 comments. The top comment says, no, hope this helps. So let's allow her to rant and then go from there.
Stop reversing your cars into parking spots. This is a request or a plea, I would think, from parents across the world. So if you are someone who drives a car and parks it in parking lots, and you decide to reverse into a spot where the car next to you isn't reversed into, there's a very good chance you could be pulling next to someone who has to get a kid, multiple kids into their car seats, and you're making that very, very, very difficult. I was at Whole Foods getting my favorite.
What does reverse parking have to do with difficulty of getting your kids in or out of car seats? As long as somebody is in the spot, because I understand that people, when they park, will park right on the line, they'll park crooked, they'll park over the line. I understand that those issues happen, but that can happen whether or not someone reverses or pulls into their parking spot. So as long as you are in your spot, I don't understand, and I would never acknowledge a plea from somebody who has children for me to not reverse into my parking spot. I'm going to do what I feel like doing. I don't care if the person next to me has 1 kid, 5 kids, 2 dogs, 6 cats. I don't care what you have going on. I'm going to park in my spot, not too close to the line, not on the line, and not over the line, and I'm going to go on about my day. And I hope that you do the same, and I'm not going to ding your car, you don't ding mine, and we can all just continue with life.
Latte, and I pulled into a spot that was next to a cart so I could easily put my daughter in it and the Amazon returns safely, get her out of her car seat. And I pulled into a spot where there weren't cars on any side so that I knew, if someone parks in one, there's a good chance I can get her in on another, because I have gotten stuck in parking spots before. I come out and lo and behold, someone has reversed into the parking spot next to me on the side of the car where my daughter's car seat is. So I go to open it and there's about this much room, and my daughter's 18 months, so she doesn't fit through this much room. And so I have to gently tap the car.
So that sounds like either you were too close to the car that you didn't plan on parking next to, but either you were too close to the line or they were too close to the line. This has nothing to do with reversing into the parking spot yet again, but let's continue.
Next to me with my door because I have no other option, and we still don't fit in her car seat. So luckily there wasn't a car on the other side of me, because I was able to open the other door, crawl across my son's car seat with my 18-month-old daughter, put her in the car seat while I'm trying to fit right here in the middle. And I have a big car, so imagine if you didn't have a big car and you're trying to do this. I don't think I'm alone in this, so parents, if you have experienced this, please chime in so I don't sound crazy. And if you know the logic between reversing into a spot where a car next to is not reversed into, please let me know, because maybe I'm missing something. All right, thanks so much. Cheers.
Here's an idea. Why don't you learn to reverse into parking spots? And then you'll be facing the same direction in case somebody reverses in next to you. But then again, if they pull in next to you, then you're going to be salty about that and probably make another TikTok about it. This is the most ridiculous nonsense that I've seen, I want to say this week, because I see a lot of BS all over TikTok especially, but pulling in, backing in, your car isn't going to be smaller if you pull in versus back in. It's not going to change the dimensions of your vehicle. And I think that this sounds like a not my problem kind of video. I am very cognizant and aware of people who might park next to me that need a little extra space or whatever. But again, that's why I park in the lines, not on the line, not over the line, and I don't park crooked, to be respectful of somebody who might be parking next to me. But this has nothing to do with reversing in, pulling in. It sounds like a learn how to park and hope that the person next to you knows how to park, and stop requesting people to pull in instead of reversing in. Girl, please pull it all the way together right now. But let's go over, because she also made a video. The vibe that she gave off in this video is wine mom to the fullest. She is, I've done a video on wine moms before, which I'll link down below. She is somebody who thinks that drinking excessively is part of her personality. So let's roll that clip, and then I'll give my final thoughts, and we can move over to what's going on with Ken.
I'm just gonna have one glass of wine tonight. Just super casual. Just one glass. Everybody knows the rules. Cheers.
Here's what I want to say about this. I understand that, we all have our things that we do maybe at the end of a long day to unwind. I've never understood or respected wine mom culture, because it is basically putting alcoholism in this pretty package with quirky sayings and telling you that drinking large amounts of alcohol, wine, every single day is okay if you are a stressed out parent. If you are having a rough day, it is okay. And I've always had a problem with wine mom culture being glamorized. So either way, I've gone on about that before, but tell me how you feel about this. I kind of have an idea of where most of y'all are going to fall, but wow, and that video is still up, so she certainly hasn't kind of thought twice about it and decided to say, hey, that was really silly of me. Let me go ahead and reconsider. Now, I want to move over to Ken Urker. There's some really interesting allegations coming from, I saw it on Beauty Influencers TikTok, and I've also seen it on the GRB Skeptic Reddit page. And this comes from a guy named Steve. And Steve says, hey Gyps, tell Ken I want all of our pictures, videos, and scrapbooks returned ASAP. He thought he was cute using me while playing house with you. I have some good stories to tell ya if you want to hit me in my DMs. I also want my personally engraved ring and necklace back. I have a box of his stuff too. Tell that biatch to call me, and by the way, when are you going to tell everyone you are pregnant and trapped? Poor Ken, like Dee Dee trapped Rod, asking for a friend. Yeah, Ken confided to me and is scared AF that you are gonna be something to his child. Maybe gonna be mother to his child. I'm not sure what that word says, but either way, so obviously allegations that Ken is bi, and I'm not usually one to discuss somebody's, sex life and sexual preferences or whatever. That's just not something that I typically cover on a regular basis. But the reason that this is interesting is because of the other information that this person is choosing to share alongside, hey, Ken and I allegedly had a relationship. There's been a lot of speculation as of lately that Gypsy is pregnant, and I'm not really sure what to think about that, because I don't really feel comfortable guessing. I'm kind of waiting to see what's confirmed.
I'd like to be a wife and mother, you know, in the 5-year span. You know, don't know any of that's gonna happen, but all I know is one thing is for sure. If somebody would have told me, like even 6 months ago, that I would be getting a divorce, back together with Ken, and our relationship is doing great, I would have been like, what? Seriously? And then he would have also like moved to be closer to me. I'm like, is this my life right now? But things are going really good. Who knows what the future holds? All I know is we enjoy the present together. Well, I'm like the stepmother to the fur baby.
One thing that I've always said, though, is that it's not comparable, but it might give you a general idea of what somebody might be like as a parent by how they interact with their pets. And Gypsy is a pet neglector, and she is a fleer. As soon as she sees something better, she will go ahead and abandon anyone and everyone in her life to move on to the next thing. She thought that she had something with Nick, so she got rid of Dee Dee. She thought she saw something better with Ken, so she got rid of Ryan. In order to get rid of Ryan, she also got rid of Pixie. It's a pattern, and you have to pay very close attention to people that exhibit patterns of the same bad behavior. Someone asked Nina, hang on, is this confirmed? Nina responded with this screenshot that says, I have been seeing him, Steve, in the groups again. He's the real reason that Ken left Gypsy in the first place. This wasn't supposed to come out publicly. Gypsy must have pissed off the wrong one, because now it's all out. This guy is legit. I'm thinking that's why Ken ain't come at me sideways, because he thought I'd expose him if he did, which I haven't. Not my story to tell, but I bet he's gonna disappear now for sure. His mama, I can only imagine the turmoil if this is out publicly now, and I know his grandma is rolling in her grave, Lord rest her soul. So that's what's going on with these allegations. Obviously very interesting, and am I somebody who is going to sit on video and say, oh well, you know, it's weird that Ken is, you know, doing this? Like, I don't know, like I don't really know or care what people's preferences are. The allegations that are coming out because of this is what I'm more interested in. It's definitely wild. It's crazy. Am I shocked? No. Am I interested in some of the information that might continue to come out because of this? Absolutely. I'm also going to do a separate video, which will probably come in the next couple days. Tuesday Sparks. She is defending Gypsy Rose with all of her energy, and I have quite a few thoughts. There were 2 videos that were released in defense of Gypsy. She allegedly was in prison with Gypsy and had a whole lot of just wonderful words to say about Gypsy, and those 2 videos, that needs its own video because I have many thoughts. But how do y'all feel about these allegations? How do you feel about what might be coming around the bend? Of course, I'll be keeping an eye on it, but that's going to be it for today. So if you like the video, please leave a like in the comments. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.